Hi, I hope it works this time. So, I wanted to tell you guys something. It is different than my typical video, which I mean, okay, so my main channel or my main channel's goal is regarding, my weight loss journey and my glowing up journey, if you will. I'm trying to become a hottie. But anyway, that's like my main thing, right? But I do have other things I like to talk about, other things, that affect me on my mind, whatever. Anyway, here's why I mention it. So, I have been spending a lot of time on the other video app that begins with or not begins with, but ends with okay. Yeah, I've been on that one a lot. And there was a creator, I don't even remember this lady's name, but I just came across her video randomly. And in fact, I've been seeing a lot of stuff about this, about monitoring spirits. And she was saying how, like, yeah, if you go to your suggested people, those are the people that have been looking at your profile silently and not saying anything. And this scared a lot of people. Most of the people offered no dissent. They just went along with it, like, oh my gosh, I just saw my coworker in there, and I saw this person and that person. Well, I offered a difference of opinion. I said, actually, those are contacts. Most people are signing up through their phone. Your phone has a number. You also call numbers on it. Most people have their contacts in there. And a lot of these companies are really invading our privacy in ways that most of us can't even comprehend right now, self included. I don't even understand all this stuff. I mean, hell, I almost want to say this. I am going to go ahead and say it. I feel like sometimes I'll think about something and it'll pop up. I'm like, ah. I didn't even say it out loud. But let's not go there because that brings us down a scary rabbit hole and I don't understand it. So let's move on. But my point is that, and some people say stuff like that, like I just mentioned, is more like through triangulation from like, narrowing down, okay, if you're looking up these things, then you probably would be eventually thinking about this thing, whatever it is, right? um like, let's say I was thinking about a place, or I'm thinking about Pizza Hut, and I'm thinking, oh, pizza places near me, or play food restaurants near me, and then a Pizza Hut pops up and I'm like, oh my god, I was just thinking about Pizza Hut. And it's like they can kind of figure stuff out. So I'm just gonna leave it there because, again, that's the less scary conspiracy theory or whatever, or explanation, I should say, whatever. But anyway, here's why I mention all this though, is that you can just call somebody, you can send somebody money through Cash App, whatever. They store that information, and the next thing you know, you're seeing that person. My daughter was in this program, okay, and I used to try to bond with the other kids' moms and stuff because I was trying to kind of, make uh, playmates and play dates or whatever you want to call it for my daughter, like, oh yeah, we can go meet up at Urban Air or Cheeky Monkeys or, whatever. And so, or actually, it was mainly for her birthday party, which I think one day I need to talk about that story. Even if I don't say the place, unless someone wants to know the place, I should talk about that, what that was like. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Point is that, what happened. I was talking about the mom friends. Yeah, I saw quite a few mom friends pop up, and I don't think that they were looking for me. I don't think they were like, oh, I want to see what she looks like and what she's doing online. I don't think it was like that. Well, I love how I'm making it out like it's on the computer. It's more like because people are doing it on their phones. But I just thought it was funny. And yeah, so I contradicted her, and everything I said, she had a counter argument like, oh, nobody I know is in this phone, and this phone isn't connected to anything. It's a burner phone, and da da da. And she just had all these excuses as to why these people were so called stalking her. And I'm thinking, well, if that's the case, then how did even people find you? Like like whether it's real people or the computers finding you, somebody done found your ass. So how did they do that? You know what I mean? I don't know. I just thought that was so weird. Well, anyway, now as I say this, life has a way of like sometimes when I'm wrong about something, life has a way of like giving me insta karma. Like, hey, you were wrong about XYZ, da 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 da. Um, I had a weird situation recently. I'm not going to get into detail because I am considering my options legally if it escalates. But that being said, I had a weird situation happen to me, and I found out that there's somebody who is, you know, spying on me and stuff, and it's weird. And I don't know why this person is doing that. And this is authentic. I mean, this isn't like a figment of my imagination or anything. It's just a crazy situation. And again, I'm not going to get into it because legally, I don't want to compromise anything if it goes in that direction, but just very weird. Very, very weird. But yeah, so I'm not going to argue with anybody else about monitoring spirits, y'all. That's all I'm going to tell you because I'm like, because like I said, I thought people, I'm going to be honest, I thought people were like kind of full of themselves. I'm like, who are you? Like, why would somebody do that to you? Like, why? Like, whatever. And I still don't think everybody that pops up is a so-called monitoring spirit and all that kind of stuff. But there are definitely people that are fixated, obsessed, whatever, with us and the regular gin pop, whatever. And, I don't know what to tell you. Just be safe, be careful. Um, file police reports as necessary. And even if you have to take it as far as getting a restraining order, that's all I can tell you. But I'm just shocked though. I'm like, damn, okay, like, because this literally just happened. I'm talking about like seeing that woman's video. I've been seeing a lot of stuff about monitoring spirits, and like I said, I just kind of like laughed it off, brushed it off. I'm like, these people are like they're I don't want to call them narcissistic, not in an evil way, but in the self-absorbed, like, oh my god, I'm like so important kind of way. I looked at them like that, like, and like they might be a little crazy, a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs kind of thing. But yeah. And mind you, like, I live a very boring life. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I'm a new content creator that only has 136 subbies on YouTube. Shout out to my new subbies, hey. Anyway, but you know what I mean? I'm like a small potato and dealing with weird stuff. So I'm like, ooh, that's weird. Anyway, sidebar. That reminds me, before I get cut off, there's a creator on here. I'm not going to even say the person's name, but it's one of my favorite creators. And she had mentioned how she used to film her day and she would show so many details because she thought, oh, nobody cares about me, whatever, until she started dealing with stalker situations. So yeah, definitely be mindful. That's all I can tell you. I don't have enough information here to like tell you how to protect yourself right now, but I wish you guys the best. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.